Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for X-Men 97, episode 6. So, spoiler warning for episode 6 of X-Men 97. If you have not seen the episode, go watch it and then come back because I will be talking about the episode in all spoiler details. So, let's just get straight into it. So, yeah, episode 5 ended off with the massacre of Genosha, killing Gambit and suspectedly Magneto as well. It was revealed in this episode that it was actually Mr. Sinister who was behind it. That was in like a little tag at the end. So, I'll get into that in a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk about this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. I think we had some pretty big twists. Like Professor Charles Xavier is still alive. We will get into that. Storm gets her powers back, continuing that story from episode 4, where Forge is actually helping her to get her powers back. So we got sort of the ending of that storyline in this episode. And yeah, I had a really good time with this episode. I think it was really well done, really well written. Even though it didn't necessarily pick up where we left off in episode 5, we're still gonna have to wait like a little bit to see the conclusion of that, or to see what comes of that. We did get some pretty cool stuff in this episode. Specifically, I think with Charles Xavier, there was some really interesting stuff that I will go over. But first, I want to talk about Storm and Forge, and Storm getting her powers back. That whole sequence I thought was really cool toward the end, where she has that incredible montage of her suit materializing on her breaking out of that, exploding out of that cave basically, with that sort of demon is like harassing her about her powers and about her, and sort of, I don't exactly know what that character was, but it was, I read it as some sort of mental demon, but obviously it was a physical entity because Forge does at one point, harness it in, trap it in another dimension, it looks like. By the way, looks like Forge is using Doctor Strange's magic, which is a really cool way to sort of loop this within the MCU and make it, feel like it's a part of it, even though, it's not a part of the main 616 universe. We saw the Watcher in the last episode, so this is clearly a part of the MCU multiverse, and it's very cool to see that be hammered in, so that's a part of it. But yeah, I thought the whole thing with Storm and Forge was done really well. That ending montage of her, flying around, showcasing off her powers. I mean, she really is so powerful, and it's really cool to see her in all her glory. I'm very excited to see what role she plays sort of in the finale of the show, and as the show concludes. Also, toward the end, which she does see what happened to Genosha, and that was actually so sad when she saw it on TV, and she gasped when you saw the tears. I was like, oh my god, because last episode really hit, and that was fucking crazy. I can't believe they actually did it. And so just see the other characters' reactions to this is just really powerful. But yeah, so I thought that was really well done. But what I thought was the best part of this episode was the Charles Xavier and the Shi'ar people, that whole storyline. So Charles Xavier is revealed to be alive. He is walking again with what looks like some sort of suit that helps him walk. And he is to be married to Empress Lalandra, I think her name is, of the Shi'ar people. And basically, the basic outline is that they do not want this to happen. The Shi'ar people don't necessarily trust Charles Xavier because he's human, and a mutant at that, which is viewed as less than human, which is so stupid. I understand it's a thing in the comics, but it's like they're just more powerful than humans. How would they be viewed as less than? I understand it's an allegory, but still. But anyway, moving on from that, yeah, it was really cool. I thought the animation of the show as well was beautiful. The whole way that the Shi'ar people were depicted was just so great. The establishing shots of their cities were great. The animation of all the fight scenes were incredible. The animation on Storm's epic power-up scene as well was really great too. But yeah, I thought it was really cool how Charles Xavier sort of took everyone into his mind palace, I guess, and into what did he say? It was like an astral projection realm or something. He used his mind to astral project everyone, and sort of holds a little class about coexisting, which I think is really cool. And you could also see in this episode he does mention his X-Men a lot, and I actually love when he says my X-Men. It's very sincere, it's very fatherly. But yeah, so I thought it was really cool how he did that with the astral projecting and the mind classroom, and he taught the lesson about coexisting. And it is, that whole storyline is sort of basically completely interrupted the second he learns Gambit's dead, and he just says, no, fuck you, I'm going back to Earth. He doesn't care about his fiance anymore. Obviously he does, but I just thought that was a bit jarring. But yeah, so he's obviously going to go back to Earth. I'm going to see what comes of this. It's going to be very exciting. I wonder if the Shi'ar people are going to play a role in the future episodes, like, you know, Lilandra or her sister. You know, I don't know if that's going to play a part at all. But yeah, I'm still very excited to see how the X-Men are going to pick up the pieces of this tragedy. I think it was fucking crazy. Like, one of the most crazy, insane things that has happened on a Marvel Disney Plus series, you know? So it's a pretty big thing. You know, there was some people, I think, dragging it a little bit and saying, oh, this is the best episode of television ever. This is one of the best episodes of television ever. I don't think that's true. I think it was a great episode, but I don't know about that. But yeah, so I thought this episode was great though, and so was last episode. And I think the show's been really good so far, really promising, even though I didn't really love episode 4. I think other than that, I've been really enjoying the show so far, and I'm very excited to see where it goes. I think season 2 is pretty much confirmed. If not greenlit, it is being worked on. And so I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see where the rest of the season goes. I've been saying in my reviews that I want it to have an overarching story, and I'm glad that it appears that it does. I didn't want it to be like an anthology where it's sort of like, you know, villain of the week type of thing. I'm glad that it's sort of following some type of overarching story structure. I'm very happy and excited about that, because those are just more entertaining to watch in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, this was a great episode. Great to see Charles Xavier again. Very excited to see what happens when he reunites with his X-Men. Excited to see what happens when Storm reunites with everyone. Very exciting. But anyway, that was my review for X-Men 97 episode 6. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments below. Did you enjoy this episode? Did you enjoy last episode? What do you think about the series overall and so far? Are you going to keep watching? Are you not liking it maybe? Or are you enjoying it as much as I am? So let me know your thoughts. Also keep in mind, I have not seen the original series, so this is all very fresh to me. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'd really appreciate it and really help me out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.